In a significant turn of events, Moldova's pro-European Union government appears to be on the verge of securing a majority in a crucial parliamentary election, a development that could reshape the nation's political landscape. As the final results began to emerge on September 29, 2025, it became clear that the ruling party of Action and Solidarity, PAS, was leading comfortably against its Russian-aligned competitor, the Patriotic Bloc. This outcome is particularly reassuring for the government, which is striving to maintain its distance from Moscow's influence. With over 99% of the votes counted, PAS garnered an impressive 49.99% of the ballots, while the Patriotic Bloc trailed significantly with 24.28%. This distribution of votes indicates that PAS is well positioned to achieve the essential majority in the 101-seat parliament, which is crucial for avoiding a potentially unstable coalition and for advancing Moldova's aspirations to join the European Union, a process that demands extensive legislative work over several years. Other parties likely to enter the parliament include the pro-European Alternative Bloc and the Populist Our Party, which received approximately 8% and 6.2% of the votes, respectively. An official final count is anticipated later today. The lead-up to this election, which PAS leaders have described as the most pivotal since Moldova gained independence, was fraught with accusations of misconduct from both sides. President Maia Sandu's administration alerted voters to alleged attempts by Russia to manipulate the election through widespread disinformation campaigns and vote-buying tactics. Stanislav Sacrieru, Sandu's national security advisor, reported that the election infrastructure and government websites faced cyber attacks, and there were even false bomb threats made at polling stations both within Moldova and abroad. In response to these allegations, Moscow has firmly denied any interference in Moldova's electoral process. On the eve of the election, Igor Dodon, co-leader of the Patriotic Bloc and a former president of Moldova, called for protests outside the parliament, claiming without evidence that Sandu intended to annul the election results. Authorities are now closely monitoring whether Dodon will act on this threat and how many supporters he might rally. In the days leading up to the election, officials took the controversial step of barring two pro-Russian parties from participating, citing illegal financing as the reason. This decision has sparked debate about the fairness of the electoral process. As the election results unfold, authorities have expressed concerns about potential unrest, attributing these fears to Russian-backed efforts to incite disorder should the election not favor the Patriotic Bloc. Moldova, a former Soviet republic with a population of 2.4 million, has been caught in a tug-of-war between Russian and European influences, especially in light of the ongoing war in neighboring Ukraine, allegations of Russian meddling, and energy shortages. Opposition groups like the Patriotic Bloc have sought to capitalize on public dissatisfaction stemming from economic hardships and the slow pace of reforms, issues exacerbated by what officials describe as pervasive disinformation. Inflation remains stubbornly high at around 7%, and citizens are grappling with increased costs for imported energy. However, the unexpectedly strong performance of PAS suggests that its message of European integration and a break from Russian ties resonates with a significant portion of the electorate. As the situation develops, it raises important questions about the future direction of Moldova and the potential for further political polarization. What do you think about the implications of this election? Do you believe Moldova should continue to pursue closer ties with the EU, or is there merit in maintaining a relationship with Russia? Share your thoughts in the comments.